My name is Suneela Mubayi, and I go by she, they pronouns. I am a graduate of the PhD program in Arabic literature from NYU, and I now work mostly as a literary translator between Arabic and English and sometimes Urdu. Today I'm going to read my translations of the queer Palestinian writer Raji Bathish. He was born in Nazareth in 1948, Palestine, Israel, where he currently resides. He has published poetry, number of novels, short story collections, and hybrid open text, including Room in Tel Aviv, Ghurfa fi Tel Abib, Land Confusion Sea, but Hira Bahar, and This Is How Rosa Played into 2013, as well as at least two novels, Yolla wa Akhawatu, Yolla and His Sisters, wa Shaqqa fi Shara Passy, the most recent, the apartment on Passy Street, as well as numerous articles on sexuality, cinema, and literature in several Arabic newspapers and portals, including Al-Akhbar, Al-Quds Al-Arabi, and Jadaliyya. He was one of the editors for the Queeriyat section on the now defunct Palestinian portal Qadita, and also started one of the first portals dedicated exclusively to queer writing called Al-Boob, or The Tube, which was dedicated to publishing experimental writing that breaks down barriers between literary genres and to challenging the moral authority on culture imposed by hegemonic Arab regime cultural discourse. Bathish, as I said, lives in Nazareth. Now, Palestinians inside Israel, also called the Palestinians of 48, are kind of the least known segment of Palestinian society, especially to the rest of the Arab world, which grew up reading Palestinian literature written in the diaspora, perhaps with the exception of Emil Habibi. Bathish has brought the reality of living with the Israelis to the Arab reader, establishing a direct contact with the quote-unquote other. He writes his Palestinian identity without embellishment, steering away from clichés of stone-throwing Palestinians and the yearning for zaatar and olive trees. In this context, I would like to read two poems or open texts by him that were published in translation on the website EOAGH, E-O-A-G-H. I will read both of them in English and one of them in Arabic. The first piece is called Maybe Were I to Die. You will cry alone a little between a ski holiday and a wine party, so that your tears fall on your pristine, sterilized dining table, and you do not find dust to dance with. You cry a lot and remember me a little, in permitted doses that are not harmful. You remember how many hairs there were on the fragility of my chest and how fast your sweat and other fluids dripped down to my belly button, and how many ants were strutting around to commemorate you. Maybe were I to die, you will recall the past of your scared, trembling white hand that has become wooden and coarse as it needlessly presses down on my belly for no reason, as if my belly, with all its softness, carried all the tenderness and sweetness of this universe to steal it, if I were to die. And the second piece I will read by Raji is called Debasement. I will read it first in Arabic. دنس أفتح عيني في الفجر بصمت شديد في الرابعة صباحا مثلا عندما تستيقظ جارتك وأشم رائحة القهوة قبل أن تذهب هي لزيارة القابعين في قبور الوقت أو ما تبقى منه لتنثر قبل ذلك ظلالهم على النافذة أمامنا وقبالتي تستلقي فكرتك تفتح عينيها الزرقاوين بصعوبة، تنهكها الجمل الشرطية والهمزات ومواضع التنوين، تطلق عيونها ابتسامة خفيفة بحلاوة مميتة. ها هو صوت الأذان يزركش صفع الأرق. أطلق يدي التي لم يتكدس عليها غبار النوم بعد، لأغرف من رقتك قبل الصباح. وها هما شفتاي وشفتا فكرتك، لم تتشكل حولها هالات نهايات الأحلام بعد. أقترب بشفتي نحوك، نحو تلك الوجنة الساخنة التي لم تبرد بعد. ألثم شفتك السفلى بلساني ثم العليا. يستيقظ العصفور الأول في الخليقة بعد الفناء. تعود جارتك أو عمتك من زيارة موتاها، لا يهم. تنثر هي البذور عند حافتي. أتلمس جفون فكرتك من جديد. تصدر شاحنة النفايات أصوات النهار. أتحسس الشعيرات المحيطة بسرة العبث. زال عرق الدنس بعد ساعات. لا ذاكرة لبدني حين عانق الفكرة في الليل. أطلق أنفاسا جارحة وأنا أتأمل السقف المزخرف بالغياب. أعشق رائحة الغطاء هذا. أستدير نحو خزانة جدتك المليئة بأسئلة الموتى وعطورهم. تصادفني زرقة عيونك الباسمة بطيبة لا جدوى منها، حيث ستنهكها الجمل الشرطية والهمزات ومواضع التنوين. ننام معا طويلا. ينزلق عرق بارد نحو عانتي، عرق يليق بتلك الساعة. ثم يصدح صوت بائعة الأسنان الذهبية التي جمعها أطفالها من ذلك القبر الجماعي. Debasement. I open my eyes at dawn with extreme quiet, at 4 o'clock in the morning, for instance, when your neighbor awakes and I smell the aroma of coffee. Before she goes to visit those languishing in the graves of time or what remains of it, to scatter before that their shadows over the window in front of me, in front of us. While facing me reposes the thought of you prostrate, your blue eyes open with difficulty. You are worn out by conditional clauses, hamzas, and tanween markers. Your eyes give off a thin smile of lethal beauty. Here's the voice of the adhaan, adorning the slap of sleeplessness. I launch my hand on which the dust of sleep has not yet accumulated to draw from your tenderness before morning. And here are my lips and the lips of the idea of you. The halos of the endings of dreams have not yet formed around them. With my lips I come near you towards that hot cheek that has not cooled yet. I kiss your lower lip with my tongue, then the upper one. The first sparrow in creation after the obliteration awakens. Your neighbor or your aunt, it's not important, returns from visiting her dead. She scatters seeds at my edge. I explore the eyelids of the thought of you anew. The sounds of the day emanate from the garbage truck. I touch the tiny hairs surrounding the belly button of absurdity. The sweat of debasement has dissipated after some hours. My body has no memory of when it embraced the thought at night. I give off hurtful breaths while I contemplate the ceiling ornamented with absence. I adore the smell of this blanket. I turn towards your grandmother's closet crammed with the questions of the dead and their fragrances. I come across the blueness of your eyes, smiling with a futile geniality to no avail, where they will be worn out by conditional clauses, hamzas, and tanween markers. We sleep together a long while. A cold sweat slithers toward my pubic hair, a sweat that suits that time. Then, the voice of the peddler of gold teeth. Thank you. And just for reference, the hamza in Arabic is the glottal stop, and the tanween is a case-ending marker for declension. from Arabic grammar, in case that was not clear to anyone. But thank you, everyone, and free Palestine.